Hello, all you beautiful people out there. So, yeah, I was originally gonna do a Walfus thing, but, well, Walfus ain't working, so I remembered, hey, I never did a Star Wars critique after I saw the 7th movie, or 7th episode, but whatever. Bionicle Journey to 1 just came out, and Madie's dead. Well, I have no other way of making a video, so, and plus I've already got some Bionicle shit planned, so why the hell not? Why shouldn't I just make a vlog with my dog? Madie, say hi. You are such a weird dog. So yeah. Journey to 1. So far it's got technically 3 episodes, but in reality 2. Though I'll say that the extra filler episode, I'll explain in a minute, is episode 1. So yeah, episode 1. It's unimportant if you've been keeping up with the series, as it's just explaining the background lore and all the shit that's happened in the animations, using footage from them. Though, to be fair, I think I'd prefer the stock animation in a stock video in comparison to waiting for quite a while. Aww, who's my baby? But yeah. Episode 2, or episode 1, whatever, starts off with explanations and shit. Again, I said this in my review of the models, I'll say it again. Onua got fucking nerfed. But, in return, he got a sexy voice. Sorry, I had to. But, yeah. Actually, speaking of the voices, it's actually better than the animations, like, infinitely so. Because they actually took the time to get more than one voice actor. And I'm pretty sure this time they didn't just pull some random dipshit off the streets, or the mailman. So yeah. And the animation. It seems like anywhere else it would be considered bashable, but yeah. Not this time. And this, yeah, it's awesome for once. Or, why did I say for once? But whatever. So, yeah, I already explained the episode 1 by saying it's background filler. So, episode 2 starts with them in the city. And, I guess Madie doesn't give a shit. Oh, you're a weird dog. Oh, right. By the way, I'm recording in the basement, so you can tell by my futon. So, yeah, you might be hearing quite a bit of noises like water running through pipes. So, yeah. The episode starts with everyone in the city and stuff's going well till Skull Warriors right the fuck out of nowhere. Apparently it's not bad because Skull Grinder's gone. Might I add, his mask in the animations looked just awkward, like his neck was stretching out. I can't actually show it on camera. But yeah. Apparently it's not really a bad thing because, well, yeah, they don't have a leader. Which doesn't explain shit because all they did was just shoot at the Toa a bit with their bows and, yeah. But they become a threat when those pesky skull spiders latch onto their faces. Makuta's minions acting hostile and taking over Makuta's minions. I'll get to that plot hole at the end. But yeah, apparently then it becomes a threat. So they decide to test out their new powers. Well, they say it's a bad thing, but then immediately say it's a good thing. I don't fucking know. Yeah. Afterwards, or halfway through the battle, Akimu tells them to knock that shit out, because they have some important exposition to get out of the way. They do a bit of mind searching and learn of, well, where the creatures and temples are. Yeah. Then, Umarak releases a bunch of bear traps. I know they're technically called shadow traps, but they're bear traps. By the way, I won't be able to show any images or footage from the episode because, well, screenshots look shitty in a review, and I don't have any other programs needed to get the other shit done. But yeah, Umarak, the first bear traps we see are the only bear traps they didn't make in the actual series, in the actual toys. The ice ones. Honestly, I'd be okay with paying an extra $1.20 for them. But whatever. After they're told to go out and do some shit. Whatever. Akimu tells the main protector of fire. I know they technically have different names, but I'm just gonna call them the Toametru. Because why the fuck not? So he tells Vakama, who was just standing there, to follow him. Not to follow him into the forge. Which is where apparently all the masks and apparently weapons were made. But yeah. So yeah, they go and meet up with their creatures. And I know this happens later in the episode, but Golly has a flying fish. Just wanted to throw that out there. So Umarak goes from the ice region immediately to the stone region quickly, to which I call hacks. Sure, I know he's warping through shadows, but still. I calls hacks! But yeah. We get some bear trap antics, like Lewa toying with them, throwing fruit so that they'll fight with skull spiders. To which Umarak shows he's a very fucking hostile leader. Picking a bear trap up and yelling at it for, attacking something. When it could easily just let it go. Yeah. Also, they have some good convention breaking. With, like, the main wise character not knowing where the fuck they're supposed to go. The hunter antagonist character also having his own Mr. Miyagi. Yeah. And apparently skull spiders are now seen as, like, pests. They're not that big a deal. Also, there's some bullshit temple placement also, like in a giant tree, which could easily just fucking die. Yeah. Also, we learned that, Pohatu's really fucking hateful to scorpions. I'm terrified of them, but that's only because they're poisonous to organic life. Small, and the pincers. Kitar does not have pincers. It has very blunt blades. And they are robots. Robots do not get poisoned. To some extent. In the original series, it was sort of ambiguous. And even then, Pohatu only got some poison in his eyes, which fucked up the optics. But, yeah. That was more of a projectile. Yeah. Then Umarak takes the air beast. Just attacks and takes control. Then the Toa... Well, yeah. Lewa kicks his ass and takes the creature back. They all put on their masks, and we actually get a nice montage of them taking it off from the masks off from their perspective and putting the new one on. And now we get to a very bizarre plot hole that I'm actually kind of worried about. Well, if I was rooting for the heroes, that was. Haha. You see, what the fuck happened to the elemental masks, golden masks, and uniter masks before they got the golden uniter masks? Were they just tossing them out and leaving them to the skull spiders? Because, well, yeah, that's not exactly a good idea. Look at me when I'm talking to you. But yeah. We then have the... But yeah. I don't know, it just seems awkward. But yeah. They compete with their creatures for a bit, except for Golly. She bonds with it quite immediately. They then realize, hey, let's stop dicking around and, fucking work together. And yeah. So they go in, get their masks. And, yeah. Also, Umarak learns by taking control of, the Beast of Jungle. Just puts that thing on his back and starts gathering the information, trying to search through the vision before Lewa knocks him on his ass and takes the creature back. Which is actually a nice plot point. That, no good or bad, anyone can pretty much, if they're strong enough, can take control of the magical MacGuffins. Yeah. Episode 3, which, unlike the original 2, isn't 12 minutes. This one's 21. So yeah, it starts off with good old Tahu just dicking around, flying on his fire eagle. Then Onua causes geology nerds to tear their hairs out, raising up stone to have Tahu ram into it. And velocity physicists tear their hairs out because Tahu doesn't have a scratch on him. But yeah. He does this because it's time for more Ikimu exposition. So they're sent off to some other place, some sub-island near Akoto, which my first thought was, hey, it's just like that town in the 3rd generation of Pokemon. Then I remembered, oh right, I don't remember that town's name. Shit. But apparently they want to destroy the Mask of Control. Which is incredibly fucking stupid. If just knocking the Mask of Control or creation off the wearer's face will release so much energy and power, what the fuck do you think destroying it would do? Now you may bring up that Skull Grinder was trying that, but hey, he was pretty much just Makuta's puppet. And plus, I doubt Makuta would care about the forge. So it's just vaporized the whole thing. But with them, they do care about that shit. And even then, what if something were to happen to the Mask of Creation? I doubt Ikimu can just make another one. Otherwise, they wouldn't have cared if Skull Grinder destroyed it. If they're not thinking about that plot point I just brought up. They could use the Mask of Control as a backup. Well, it might get into someone else's hands. Yeah. Except that they can just take that shit back. But yeah. And then we have more convention breaking with Makuta acknowledging that Umarak might not be prepared to fight the Toa. He knows that they are too powerful. He's a villain who acknowledges the hero's strength. Holy shit. Also, Onua seems to be the only one who gives a shit about the creature of stone up until the end. And then but yeah. This is a battle where Umarak is fighting them. He has the high ground and his bear traps. He's not doing this as an actual fight. He's doing this to weed out which creature he can take. So that he can take the mask of control for himself. But yeah, how does he do this? He shoots a laser into Tahu's chest, which is solid somehow. Tahu pulls it out, no scratch on him, throws it out, poof, it's a bear trap. They kick its ass. Some Toa bond with their creatures. Pohatu's a dick. Onua saves Guitar. And then Umarak summons a bunch of mutated versions of himself. LEGO could have made that technically a Titan if they'd just released these separate parts so that you could create those things. I don't know, I'm just rambling now. But yeah. On the way to the island, the Toa start competing. And Pohatu's being a dick to his own creature again. But yeah. When they get to it, turns out it's a Toa required to open the door. Despite the fact that they could just, fucking fly over it, find out where the fuck they're supposed to go, and then, yeah. After some maze physics, where shit's going down and blocks are moving all around. This isn't Minecraft, by the way. Yeah. Umarak... they get to a place that all 6 Toa need to be on with their creatures. Or actually, technically, the creatures just need to be on there bonded with something. Sort of like electrons. Chemistry joke that no one will get. Not even my chemistry teacher. But yeah. Pohatu's the last one in because he's busy yelling at his creature and being a dick. So, Umarak kicks his ass, takes the creature, turning out to be a much better guy than Pohatu. Remember, we're supposed to actually like Pohatu. Yeah. Beats the shit out of him with his own element. Goes into the overly complicated 6 doors. I'll bring up that plot hole in a minute, because we're almost done with the episode. Yeah. So he goes down, kicks the Toa's asses with this shadow wave he creates before he even enters. Breaks the crystal, which, part of the plot hole. Takes it, blasts the maze open. Plot hole I acknowledged earlier. They could just use actual fucking physics and logic to take the mask, but whatever. He takes the mask, flies out. Pohatu then beats the shit out of him, knocking the creature off and the mask out of his hand. So, Pohatu's about to grab the mask of control, but Umarak's holding the guitar over a cliff, then drops it, so that because he knows Pohatu will go grab it, so he can go take the mask. And if he doesn't, that'll incredibly hurt the Toa. Yeah. Then we go to some unidentified lair where he's talking to Makuta. Makuta, and this is a dipshit moment for both of them. Makuta, before Umarak puts the mask on, tells him, yeah, you're gonna become my slave now, after you put that mask on. And Umarak says, fuck you, I'm putting on this mask. After hearing that. Though this does lead to a very cool moment where they transition into the next line. With Umarak, the hunter becoming Umarak the Destroyer. This further mutated abomination, who reminds me a bit of Skullbasher, actually, and has a very fucked up version of the Mask of Control on his face. But yeah. That's the series so far. We still got 2 more episodes to go, as they've officially said. So, what are the plot holes? Well, yeah, I already acknowledged the whole destroy the Mask of Control thing, as it's apparently as strong as creation. But then there's the plot hole of the maze. Couldn't they just fly into it? Or, break it? Then there's that 6-way door. Here's how it works. When when anything with the bonded creature steps on the correct thing, it'll open up. Yeah, but while any normal system would have all 6 be required, yeah, theoretically, just say Onua went rogue. He's got his creature, he steps on, and it opens. Or, just fucking Umarak. He could go in and break the crystal. It's not like there's a force field around it. Yeah. Plus, whoever hid the mask, if it was so damn dangerous, why didn't just they destroy it? Yeah. Plus, again, why did Umarak need the creature stone? He could have just warped in, broken that thing over the room, taken the mask, and boom! Got the antagonist before the Toa even get a look at the Mask of Control. But yeah. Still a fun series so far. And I look forward to seeing Umarak the Destroyer in action. Have a beautiful night, y'alls.